I'm not even going to bother smiling this morning. This is Suzanne Tidkemeyer, used to be of No Longer Quivering. Now I'm just of myself and my different projects I'm working on. I need to come online and write what my clever friends did. Um, I'm not sad fishing, I'm mad fishing. Why am I mad fishing? I want to explain to you exactly what the government of Costa Rica is like when you're dealing with them as far as visa regulations and things. Now, you know that you've heard me talk about my trip back to the United States tomorrow. I'm packing right now. I'm getting ready to hit the pool and then I'm going to pack. Doing laundry. I'm getting ready to sweep them up, get everything squared away. The house sitter has already been here. We've already explained everything. We've let her into the cabina. You showed her where the cat food is, the whole 9 yards. Well, okay, so I'm sitting here from going back and picking up cat food for my cat because he requires a special dry food that I don't feed the strays. So I have all these different cat foods. I have this cat food for my cat. I have that cat food for them. Anyway, long story short, I came back from going to the automercado to get the grain-free, expensive, stupid, dry food for Stinky. And what do my wandering eyes find? I find an email from the embassy. Now, you remember I told you if you move here or anywhere, you need to immediately sign up for alerts from the embassy when you need to. It just said alert, so I opened it up thinking it would be another. There have been a lot of strikes here, so I assumed this was going to be another strike. I didn't assume that they were going to be doing anything remotely like they did. Here's what they did. And here's what I was counting on. Why I didn't even buy a ticket until like Thursday or Friday of last week to fly out this week. They extended the border runs for everyone. So me having to leave doesn't need to happen at all. I could have put it off till June 2nd when the new border run, the new border thing is taking place. Hopefully, I hope, I pray that the physical ground border is open because at that point we can come and go. But I'm applying for residency anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Except now I'm mad. I'm mad because I got my tickets cheaply. I got my hotel room cheaply. That's not a big deal. But I had to spend $300 to get COVID tests that are a requirement to go to the U.S. I had to spend over $200 for our insurance to come back into Costa Rica that would cover a hotel room, it would cover medical treatment, which is stupid because we own our house here and we have the kind of medical care from the states that covers everything here. It covers your hospitalization 100%. So I'm basically having to spend money for insurance that I will never use. Ooh, but then I'm blowing up like this today. So this is very typical of Costa Rica all throughout the pandemic, and the pandemic has changed a lot of things. They will get right to the edge of the requirement and change it. I've seen them do this again and again and again, which is why I put off buying plane tickets until it was almost too late to get them because I figured that they would do exactly what they have now done, which is just turn around and completely throw everything in the trash and say, oh, by the way, now you can stay here until June 2nd. So guess what? We didn't have to go anywhere. We could have stayed here and stayed away from COVID. But I guess, we're going back. We got a lot of stuff we got to do. One of the biggest things we're doing is we're picking up documents to become residents so we don't ever have to do the 90-day gringo shuffle yet again across the border. Hopefully in June, if our documents aren't fully in by then, the border will be opened, I hope, with Nicaragua, and we can just do our usual, let's walk across the border. We always do that. And if you're really feeling fancy, you can spend $20 and have some kind of pedicab cab you across. That's an option, considering I'm having my super falling down bullshit going on right now, so I may be doing that. So when I heard my poor husband could tell you I was screaming without a moral centers thing on the Duggar kids this morning. She did a video on bunk bed not taking any yet today because I had to drive around, and I don't on Bug Bed Ted noted this. Now, we say that In Touch is usually right on the money, but they're not always big. The kernel of gossip, and she inflates it like taking a piece of popcorn and